The NBA season is a marathon, not a sprint. But guess what? We're in the final stretch. The finish line is in sight. And you know what that means? The intensity is through the roof. Every possession, every bucket, every steal matters. The 2025 NBA championship is up for grabs, and the competition is fierce. We're talking about the best basketball players on the planet, battling it out for the ultimate prize. This ain't no playground hoops, folks. This is the big leagues, and the pressure is on. 3 teams stand out from the pack, leading the charge with a potent mix of talent, experience, and championship aspirations. The Oklahoma City Thunder, led by their young superstar Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, are hungry for their first taste of glory. They've got the energy, they've got the drive, but can they handle the pressure cooker of the playoffs? Then there's the Boston Celtics, the reigning champs. They're back with a vengeance, ready to prove that last year's championship was no fluke. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are a force to be reckoned with, but can they overcome the dreaded championship hangover? And let's not forget about Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers. They've got the experience, they've got the grit, and they're playing with a chip on their shoulder. They've been close before, but can they finally get over the hump? Get ready, folks, because this is going to be one wild ride. Let's talk about the Oklahoma City Thunder. This team is young, they're hungry, and they are fun to watch. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, or SGA as we like to call him, is the real deal. This kid is a walking bucket. He can score from anywhere on the court, he's got handles for days, and he's only getting better. Remember when everyone thought OKC was rebuilding, that they were years away from contending? Well, those days are over. SGA has arrived, and he's brought his team with him. But it's not just SGA. Josh Giddey is developing into a triple-double machine. Lou Dort is a lockdown defender who can also get hot from 3. And let's not forget about Chet Holmgren, who's finally healthy and showing why he was the #1 pick. Sure, they're young, sure they lack playoff experience, but they've got something even more important. They've got that hunger. They've got that fire in their belly. They want to prove to the world that they belong. And you know what? I wouldn't bet against them. Now let's talk about the Boston Celtics, the defending champs. They're coming off a championship season and they're looking to prove that they're here to stay. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are one of the deadliest duos in the league. Tatum is a walking bucket, a true superstar in the making, and Brown is a two-way force, a nightmare matchup for any team. But let's be real, folks. Repeating as champions is one of the hardest things to do in sports. Just ask the 2017 Golden State Warriors. The Celtics will have a target on their backs all season long. Every team will be gunning for them, trying to knock them off their throne. The pressure is on for Boston to prove they have what it takes to maintain their position at the top. They need to stay hungry. They need to stay focused. They can't afford to rest on their laurels. The Celtics have the talent, the experience, and the coaching to repeat. But can they handle the pressure? Can they avoid the dreaded championship hangover? Let's not forget about Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers. This team has been quietly building something special in Cleveland. They've got a young, talented core, and they've got a coach in J.B. Bickerstaff who knows how to get the most out of his players. And then there's Donovan Mitchell. This guy is a walking highlight reel, a true offensive superstar. He can score from anywhere on the court, he can create his own shot, and he's a nightmare for opposing defenses. But the Cavs are more than just Mitchell. Darius Garland is developing into a star point guard. Evan Mobley is a defensive monster who can also score. And Jarrett Allen is a walking double-double, a force in the paint. The Cavs have all the pieces to make a deep playoff run. They've got the star power, they've got the depth, and they've got the coaching. But can they put it all together when it matters most? The Cavs are a team on a mission. They want to prove to the world that they're for real. And with Donovan Mitchell leading the charge, anything is possible. Section 5, Dark Horses and Underdogs, the Lakers, Warriors, and Nuggets. Okay, folks, we've talked about the top contenders. But this is the NBA, and anything can happen. There are a few dark horses lurking in the shadows, teams that could make some noise if everything breaks their way. First up, we got the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron James might be getting up there in age, but he's still LeBron James. And with Anthony Davis by his side, you can never count them out. Then there's the Golden State Warriors. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, they've still got that championship DNA. And don't sleep on Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. The Joker is a triple-double machine, and he's always a threat to lead his team on a deep playoff run. These teams might not be the favorites, but they've got the talent and the experience to make some noise. Keep an eye on these dark horses, folks, because they could shake things up. Section 6, Star Power Showdown, SGA versus Mitchell versus Tatum. Now, let's talk about the real reason we watch basketball, the stars. And this season, we've got a three-headed monster at the top, SGA, Mitchell, and Tatum. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is the young gun, the rising star ready to take the league by storm. He's got that smooth game, that effortless scoring ability that makes it look easy. Donovan Mitchell is the explosive scorer, the human highlight reel who can light it up from anywhere on the court. And then there's Jayson Tatum, the all-around superstar who can do it all: score, pass, defend, lead. These three players are the future of the league, and they're all capable of leading their teams to the promised land. Who's gonna step up and own the moment? Who's gonna hit that game-winning shot, that clutch three-pointer that sends their team to the finals? Get your popcorn ready, folks, because this is gonna be good. Section 7, Injury Bug Bites. Can contenders stay healthy? We all know Father Time is undefeated, but you know what else can derail a championship run? The injury bug. One wrong step, one awkward landing, and it's all over. We've already seen it happen this season. Key players have gone down with injuries, and it's shaken up the entire league. The Celtics have been relatively healthy so far, but can they keep it up? The Thunder, on the other hand, have been bitten by the injury bug, and they'll need to stay healthy down the stretch if they want to make a deep playoff run. And the Cavs? Well, they've got a history of injuries to their star players. Can they avoid a repeat of past disappointments? The playoffs are a war of attrition, folks. The teams that can stay healthy, the teams that can avoid the injury bug, will have a huge advantage. Section 8. The future is now. Long-term predictions. Look, we're focused on the here and now, the race for the 2025 NBA championship. But you know me, I always got my eye on the future. And let me tell you, the future of the NBA is bright. We got young stars like SGA, Tatum, Luka Doncic, Ja Morant, the list goes on and on. The league is in good hands, folks. These young guys are the future of basketball, and they're going to be putting on a show for years to come. So buckle up and enjoy the ride, because the future of the NBA is now. Section 9, and the trophy goes to... So, who's gonna win it all? Who's gonna be crowned the 2025 NBA champion? It's a tough call, folks, a real nail-biter. But you know me, I ain't afraid to make a prediction. I'm going with the Oklahoma City Thunder. They're young, they're hungry, and they're led by a bona fide superstar in Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. They've got all the pieces to make a run, and I think this is their year. But hey, it's the NBA, and anything can happen. The Celtics, the Cavaliers, the Lakers, the Warriors, the Nuggets, they're all capable of winning it all. That's why we watch the games, folks. That's why we love this sport. Get ready for an epic finish to the season, because it's going to be one for the ages.